Hello, everyone. We're back with episode 7. I'm your host, Kane Drago. I realized we didn't show the shows at the end there. I just noticed the time was like 16 minutes, which is around where I try to stop them, 16 to 20. So we'll show that in a second. We showed the champions and rivalries at the end, but we will show them one more time quickly now. 9 weeks good, 8 new, good, new, and really good, and we're milking it for all it's worth this week. View the roster. Fatigue. A lot of people have some fatigue, but I haven't done a ton of stuff with them, so most people don't have a lot. Charlie Haas wants a bump in contract. That is totally fair. Eddie Guerrero wants a title shot. We can do that. And The Rock is losing every week. Well, you're in a main event position. I don't know what you want me to do about that. I'm going to wait one more week to do those contracts. Alright, so here, let's take a look at last week's reports. 1.5 stars for Carlito and Dupree, 2 stars for Hassan over Eugene, 2.5 Jericho over Big Show, 2.5 Ric Flair over Real Van Dam, 5 stars for the four-man pinfall battle royal, Triple H retaining the world title, and JBL and Junkyard Dog over Mysterio and Batista, and Andre and Bulldog in a triple threat hardcore match. And on Raw, 3.5 stars overall. Lita and Stacy, 2 stars. 2.5 for Tori Wilson beating Trish Stratus. 2.5 for the ladder tag titles because all the rivalries were brand new, and the popularity, especially of Haas, is still on the rise. Benoit 3.5 over Guerrero. Orton 3.5 over Angle and Michaels, and 4.5 for the main event. All right. So we're going to do one more big-time show. If everybody's not too terribly hurt yet, I still have another week, 2 weeks before the pay-per-view, so I have time to rest them afterwards. And I don't want to let this go to waste, so we're doing a big one. Eddie wanted a title shot, so we'll do an Intercontinental title shot because of his popularity. You know what? I don't think Hogan has a specialty, but John Cena does, and it's a parking lot brawl. So that's what we're going to do. Hollywood Hogan, John Cena, WWE Championship, parking lot brawl. Match 5. We're going to go main events again. We're going to do a tables match. No, you know what? I know what we're going to do. We're going to do a 5-man battle royal. Kurt Angle. Chris Benoit. Eddie Guerrero. Actually, just in case, because sometimes the games are kind of buggy. Oh, Michaels is already in it. Fine, I'll put Eddie there. That's fine. It shouldn't bug out that much. And Randy Orton for the Intercontinental Championship. Promo 2. We're just going to do some advertising this time because we're going to be booking everybody anyway, so all the rivalries will be fine. We are going to have a pair of triple threat matches. Slightly higher up the card. It's going to be Edge versus Shelton Benjamin versus Booker T. Then we're going to have another one. Kane. I haven't booked The Rock and Mankind yet. Okay. Well, let's do this then. I don't want to stress them out too much, so we'll do a submission match. Now we'll do our 2 triple threats. Edge. No. Edge is feuding with Booker T, who's already in the match. So that's fine there. Match number 2, triple threat. Charlie Haas, Christian, put them slightly lower because their popularity is not as high overall between the 3, and Kain. And in our opening match, it's going to be a fatal 4-way. Stacy Keibler, Lita, Trish Stratus, and Tori all challenging Tori Wilson for her newly won championship. That's a hell of a show. Let's see what happens. Tori Wilson retains the women's championship. Kain gets the win over Haas and Christian. I was kind of hoping Haas would get the win or Christian because their popularity needs building still, but that's okay. Wow, Kain and Booker T winning for their respective team in the triple threats. The Rock defeats Mankind in a submission match. Kurt Angle is the new Intercontinental Champion in the 5-man Battle Royal. And John Cena has regained the championship, the WWE Championship, in a parking lot brawl. Hell of a show. We've got to have won that one. 10,000, really? Hey, we did win, but not by as much as I was hoping we would. Alright, let's see. Mankind and The Rock are now at a solid 10 weeks, so I got to do something with them. I'll probably still take it easy on them, but I'll definitely book them again. Maybe a fatal 4-way to try to keep it, or a tag match. Angle and Orton are good. Kain and Christian, of course, those are new. Eddie and Benoit is now done. So I have an idea what I might do about that. Lita versus Stacy, Tori versus Trish. Hogan and Cena's not done? Oh my God, do I know what the main event of this show is going to be. Good Lord. Okay, I got to try and take it fairly easy on some people. We're going to do a couple contracts. And I'll do those 4 next week. Wow. Okay. So, viewing the roster. Fatigue's getting a bit high, so I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Michaels is getting mad because he's losing. Eddie, okay. So I know what I'll do. Since Benoit and Guerrero are done, I'm going to put Michaels and Guerrero and probably Haas again. He's not actually in a rivalry yet. In a handicap match with Spike for the first match just to get them a win. And then I'll take it easy on them because it's treated as a normal tag team match. But I know they're a little roughed up, but we got to capitalize on this. So I have an idea what I'm going to do. Let's book this and get it out of the way. 1-on-3 handicap match. Spike Dud. Versus Charlie Haas, Eddie Guerrero, and Shawn Michaels. Now, main event. We're not going to do anything too crazy. do want to put the world title on the line. So here's what we're going to do. Mankind, The Rock, Hollywood Hogan, John Cena. 2 3-star rivalries for the WWE Championship. Match 5. We're going to do a triple threat match. Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, not Stacy Keibler. I did that wrong. And Chris Benoit, because he has nothing else to do and he has high popularity. Intercontinental title on the line. I'm seriously tempted to main event hype, but with with all that, I shouldn't need to. So I think what I'm going to do instead is do more advertising, get some more money for more contracts. Match 4. I have not pre-planned this one at all. This is just off the fly from what we had to work with. Let's see what we have available. We have the 4 women, Booker T, Christian, Edge, Kane, Shelton. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do Shelton Benjamin. No, let's not do Shelton Benjamin. Let's give Shelton a week off. We're gonna highlight the women more this show. Women's Championship. Bringing them a little higher spot on the card this time. And then we're going to go Kane versus Christian. And then match 2, we'll do a single with managers. Edge with Lita in his corner. Which I actually didn't just realize as I said it. They used to be paired up around this time. That's not why I did it. I just... In the no official faces and heels, I envision Edge and Lita to be heels and them to be faces. So it happens to work. And we are good to go. Let's do this. Of course, Spike Dudley would win the one time I really don't want him to. So we'll have to do that match again next week. And then Eddie and Shawn can start their rivalry with each other after that. Or I might put him at Michaels with Benoit. We'll see. Shelton Benjamin gets the win. So him and Stacy should get a little bump. Christian gets a win. Nice. Trish Stratus regains the Women's Championship. Chris Benoit is the new Intercontinental Champion. Well, I guess I know who that it'll probably be Benoit and Michaels going at it, although Michaels may go into a world title feud because he has enough popularity to do it. John Cena is the WWE Champion. That has to be us. What? 140,000? What are you raving about, you lunatic? That one's still good. That one's done. Which is funny because that's the one that got promoted in the news, but that one's still good. Maybe I should just rivalry in place of a match that and hold on to it until the pay-per-view. And then I can just put them in like singles matches or something to give them a rest. Angle and Orton's done. That one's going. That one's... What the hell? Oh, shit. Yes, I put them in a match against each other because I'm stupid. It's supposed to be Edge versus Booker T. That one's good, and that one's finally done. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to do some contracts. thinking I'm going to hold off on trades until after SummerSlam. In a couple, so another month or two, another 2 months, I guess. Now let's take a look at this fatigue. Oops. Okay, Eddie really needs a win. You need a win. You need a win. You need a win. And Michaels, of course, needs a win. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to call the episode there. I'm going to jot some notes down for the next one so that I'm prepared in advance for all the shit I got to manage. I'm feeling we're going to get a part 2 of an episode title for this episode, for this following episode, aka The Quest for Happiness Part 2. We shall see. But yeah, I'm your host, Kane Drago. We'll be back shortly. Peace out.